morning everyone, welcome back for another video. So today we are officially in September. My daughter started her homeschool regimen yesterday and my son went back to Montessori school today. And because we are heading into the fall and winter months, I thought we would get a jump on doing some immune boosting recipes here on this channel. So today we're going to be making homemade elderberry syrup. So if you're not familiar with elderberries, elderberries are super high in antioxidant properties, really high in vitamins A, B, and C. They can help lessen stress. They can decrease the severity of cold and flu symptoms. They are great for decreasing inflammation, great for heart health. So there is a lot of health benefits to taking elderberry syrup. So we're going to be making that recipe today. And I have some other elderberry recipes that I'm also going to be sharing here on this channel over the next couple of weeks. But in order to do that, we needed to start with elderberry syrup. So we're going to be making that today. If you prefer to have a written tutorial, I will have that over on my website and I will put a link for that in the description box below. And if you want a printable recipe card, I'm also going to have that available so you can reference this later. So let's go ahead and jump into making our elderberry syrup. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is take 3.5 cups of filtered water and put it in a stock pot and bring it to a boil. So to your stock pot of water, we're going to add 1 cup of dried elderberries. I source these online from Amazon from, I believe it's Frontier Co-op. If you check the description box below, I will have a link for all the things that I'm using in today's recipe so it's easy to find. So to our 3.5 cups of water, 1 cup of dried elderberries, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of grated ginger, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of ground clove. Now, if you don't have any of these dried herbs, you can also use essential oils. I have some Young Living Thieves oil, some lemon, and some orange. So if you don't have dried herbs, you can also use really high quality essential oils as well. Again, for the alteration in the recipe, I will also have that on our website. And if you are interested in learning how to make this in an Instapot instead of on the stovetop, I will have that recipe over there as well. Okay, so once you have your filtered water, your elderberries, your ground ginger, clove, and cinnamon added to your pot, turn up the heat until it comes to a boil. Once your mixture is boiling, go ahead and give it a stir. Then you're going to reduce the heat down to a simmer. You're going to put a lid on your pot and you're going to let it sit for anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. The goal is to get the liquid that's in your pot reduced by about half. You'll notice at that time that the liquid starts to thicken up a little bit, and that's really what you want. So we're going to go ahead, put our lid on our pot, bring this to a boil, and then reduce the heat. Okay, so our elderberries have finally started to come to a boil, so we're going to give them a stir and make sure nothing is stuck to the bottom of our pan. Then put your cover on and go ahead and reduce the heat down to a simmer. Now again, you're going to let this sit about 45 minutes to an hour or until the liquid has reduced by about half. It's time to strain the elderberries from the liquid. So for this step, you're going to need a clear bowl and a strainer. So just take your mixture of elderberries and pour them into the strainer. Then take a spatula or a spoon and you're just going to want to press the berries into the mesh strainer just to try to extract as much juice as you can. So if you do make your own nut milks at home, another option for this is waiting till the syrup and elderberry mixture has come down to almost room temperature, and then pour the berries into a nut milk bag and then give them a squeeze to extract all the liquid that way. So go ahead and add that 1 cup of honey. just going to mix that around until it's completely dissolved. So all kids are different, and some kids will take the elderberry syrup with no problems, while others may be hesitant to take it because of the color. They may not like the taste of it. So a couple options with your elderberry syrup is to add it to smoothies. You can add it to some fresh pressed juice, which is what I usually do for my kids, and then they don't even know what's in there. So once your honey is completely dissolved in your syrup, you can bottle it the way it is. I like to add 7 to 10 drops of Thieves essential oil for added health benefits. Again, if you don't have any of this on hand, leaving it the way it is just fine. So once all of that is incorporated, then it's time to add it to a jar. So you can put it in just a regular mason jar with an airtight lid. I prefer to use these jars that I purchased at IKEA that have a removable top. These are glass. You don't want to use any plastic containers that have BPH and other chemicals in them, so a glass jar is preferred. Then you'll want to take a funnel and put it in the top of your jar. And you'll slowly want to add your elderberry syrup to your bottle. So now you can go ahead and store this in your refrigerator 2 to 3 months. I do recommend before actually giving it or putting it in a smoothie or a juice is that you give it a shake, just so any sediment that's in there will kind of be incorporated again. So that's all it takes to make your own elderberry syrup at home. I hope you guys found this tutorial really helpful and informative. If you guys are planning on making this for fall and winter season, I encourage you to buy the ingredients now. I have found that usually mid-October, elderberries are really hard to source, and if you can find them, the price is almost double of what they are right now. So I will again have links for all of the things that I used in today's tutorial in the description box below, as well as over on the blog. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.